doing so, I would like to give you an update on her original promise to the members. By the way, she and I did not get to see each other's speeches before this very moment in time. I can report, with the board as my witness, that she did not look back, let up, slow down. She was not bought, detoured, turned back, or deluded. She did not give up, let up, or shut up until she had first spoken up, prayed up, stayed up, and paid up while lobbying for educating others about nurse anesthetists. President Rolls, on behalf of your board, I present you with a pen and thank you for your incredible strength, commitment, and leadership. For your support and dedication to our great profession. I would also like to recognize two individuals who are not with us this evening. They both have been extremely instrumental in my professional development, and I deeply love and admire them both. First, Ira P. Gunn. Unfortunately, Ira was unable to travel to be with us here this evening. I spoke with Ira this past week, and she asked that I deliver her greetings to you tonight. As a young board member in Texas, Ira was always willing to help me learn the ropes. She edited my first articles and was always there to take the time to teach me the things I needed to know. The other person not with us this evening is my dear friend and mentor, John F. Barr. John, I know you are watching and will keep your guiding hand upon me throughout this year ahead. I will listen for your voice and not forget the many lessons you have taught me. May you rest in peace, my dear friend. Assuming the responsibility as president of our great association is quite a sobering experience. Rest assured that I feel the weight of that responsibility and promise to give it my undivided attention throughout this coming year. I've spent a great amount of time pondering about this moment since learning of the election results a little over a year ago. I remember back to my days as a young teenager, having to hand milk cows in blizzard conditions, driving a combine without a cab during maize harvest, the blistering heat, and thanking God, please deliver me from this place. Well, God did just as I asked, but I definitely did not understand what all he had in store for my life. You see, so much of my success in life I can contribute to the lessons learned on the farm. Lessons such as work hard, do it right the first time, always be honest, respect your parents, laugh at yourself occasionally, watch the weather, and never stop learning. I think there are some very strong parallels for us in the year ahead. Indeed, we shall work hard as every board has before us. We will do our best to perform in a quality fashion, basing our decisions on due diligence and the available facts. Undoubtedly, we will need to sit back and take a good laugh at ourselves occasionally. We'll need that to decompress the stress. Those closest to me know how very strongly I value honesty and trust. I promise to conduct the business of this board with honesty, trust, and openness, combined with professionalism and effective communication. Watching the weather is something that we must do, not only in terms of being prepared for the elements of nature, but also as a metaphor in considering the political and economic climate in which we practice. Healthcare reform is a necessary certainty. We must keep our eyes constantly on the ever-changing events in Washington, D.C., as well as those that are occurring at the state and local levels. Please know how much the board values your keeping us informed of important events that are occurring in your area. It is through this reconnaissance that we have the necessary information to make the best decisions for our profession as a whole. This past year has brought many changes to the AANA and our profession. While change most certainly brings challenge, it also presents great opportunity. We will rise to the challenges and decisively seize the opportunities. As your board, we will stay abreast of the rapidly changing efforts to reform our healthcare system and ensure that CRNAs are well represented. We will negotiate effectively for the betterment of our patients, our profession, our healthcare system, and our country as a whole. We will diligently select our next executive director. We will continue the effort to keep you informed as members of this great association and do so with the greatest possible transparency. I've talked a bit about what the board will do for you and mentioned a few of the higher priority issues facing us this year. Now I would like to talk a little bit about how you as a member can join with us in these endeavors. You see, being an AANA member is what I would call advanced membership. In other words, it is more than simply paying your dues. Being a member of the AANA requires you to remain vigilant on behalf of our profession, to be the eyes and ears of the profession, to share your experiences and issues with the board, and give back to the profession that has been so good to all of us. As members, we cannot afford to be like the Dead Sea, in that it takes from the environment but does not give back. Rather, we need to be more like the Sea of Galilee, in that it not only takes from, but also gives back plentifully to the environment. As we move into this period of healthcare reform, I cannot tell you how vitally important it is to generously support the CRNA PAC. That will ensure that our voices are heard in Washington. For if our voices are not loudly heard, I fear that other voices will be heard. Those voices may not have our best interests in the forefront. Let me close this evening by saying that while we must put forth great efforts in our professional labors and advocacy, it is equally important that we make wellness a priority in our lives. In the words of Mary Ann Rodmacher, live with intention, walk to the edge, listen hard, practice wellness, play with abandon, laugh, choose with no regret, appreciate your friends, continue to learn, do what you love, live as if this is all there is. For each of us and our profession, we must aim to be stronger and better today than we were yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to serving as your president in the year ahead and hope that you enjoy the remainder of